I'm Wendi Conley, your North Texas Realtor, and I'm here today with Roger Williamson.
Williamson Foundation Repair.
Today we're talking about new builds. So you're getting ready to buy a new build. No worries, right? Well, actually there's some things that you want to look at to help know what could happen in the future. So Roger, I take a lot of people to go and look at new homes, and I try to explain a couple of things, but I want to hear it from your perspective as a foundation expert.
Gotcha. All right, so first of all, the first thing you have to know about a new build is that you're probably not going to have any kind of foundation problems for about 10 to 15 years. That's normal. If you get past those first 10 years and you haven't had a foundation problem, that doesn't mean great house, you're not going to have a foundation problem. That's perfectly normal. But the things you want to look at when you're looking at a new build to kind of increase your odds of not having significant problems sooner is the first and foremost thing you want to look at is drainage. Does the water drain away from the house for at least 4 or 5 feet all the way around it? Or do you have one part of the house that's going to trap water next to the foundation when it rains? Because again, we're looking for consistent moisture levels in the soil all the way around the house. So if you have one area that traps water and other areas that drain water, obviously this side and that side are not going to be the same, and it's going to create differential movement. So you want to look at that. You want to look at retaining walls and just slopes. If the lot slopes a lot, if you're built on a hill, you've got retaining walls, the tendency is for that soil to gradually over time migrate down that hill and remove the support under the house on that side. So you want to look at, okay, what have we done to kind of protect the soil from eroding on those sides? And then after you buy the house, keep an eye on that side and add dirt every few years as needed to try to keep it from just completely disappearing from underneath the house. Those are real important. If you have brick over your garage door opening, whether it's a 1-story or 2-story house, brick over the garage door opening, that steel lintel at the top of the garage door under the brick will sag a few years after construction. It'll create cracks at both sides of the garage and usually one in the middle. The one in the middle will usually be on the bottom. Ones on the sides will go up diagonally. They're not a problem typically. That's just kind of normal. It'll sag a little, then it'll stop. If your house is a combination brick and stone, anywhere the brick and the stone come in contact or come next to each other, it's going to crack in those areas because stone and brick have different coefficients of thermal expansion. So when it gets hot and cold, they expand and contract at different rates. And so the mortar between them is going to crack. If you have faux columns where on the corner of the house they've used the brick and kind of pushed it out a little bit to create what looks like a column or sections of columns, those bricks that are sticking out farther than the others are more exposed to the elements. They will actually expand and contract more than the ones around them, and you'll get cracks around those things.
Very interesting.
Purely from that. The last one is tall vertical mortar seams. Mortar doesn't like going vertical, which is why all the long mortar joints on houses are horizontal. But when you put them vertical, they tend to crack again from thermal expansion. So expect that you're going to see those cracks at the stone and brick faces, at the tall seams, over the garage door frame, and don't panic when you see them. Those are all perfectly normal.
Cool. Well, thank you. So if you have more questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. My name is Wendi Conley, your North Texas Realtor, and you can reach me at 682-777-1408.